Hey there, it's Kathy. Welcome to my video today. I have a lot of sketchbooks and sometimes there's really no rhyme or reason. I will draw different things in them. I will skip pages. I'm a lefty, so I draw things upside down sometimes, turn my book around in different ways and just draw, and it doesn't really make sense to somebody who's looking from the outside, but it makes sense to me. So I was going through them and I thought it might be fun to go through one of my old sketchbooks with you today. And along the way, I can tell you a little bit about what I was drawing, why I was drawing it, and if I did anything with the artwork in the end. This one is probably about 8 years old. So what do you say? Let's do this. This is a Moleskine notebook with no lines. So see, if you look at this paper, it's really thin, but you know, I don't care. I just use what I want on it, and if it works, great, and you know, if it doesn't, then I learn. So before we start, I'll just address the cute little tape on this. So I did a tape design for a shop owner on Etsy, and the theme was Sundays, and so I made this cute tape for them, or I designed it and they had it made. Anyway, this was a long time ago, but I covered my sketchbook with it, so there you go. I had just started using Pentel brush pens when I got the sketchbook, so you're going to see a lot of Pentel brush pen in here. And these are just some rando doodles. Playing with the pen, making marks with it, seeing what it can do. I still love these pens to this day, and they are in my regular pencil case that I use all the time. I'm a complicated woman. Actually, this design ended up being a sticker design. It was a sticker design was based on it. That's not this artwork, but just kind of the compositionally. It became The Future is Female, a sticker design I have. So these, I was just sketching people. I remember I took this to a trade show, and it was during my travel. I think I was drawing in, I think this was in New York at the train station. I was drawing people. Train station lady. I remember that. Oh my god, yes. Train station. Penn station 52317. So this must have been Surtex. So we're going to get into some quotes here. So I was doing an Instagram challenge, and I was doing a quote a day. So I was, you know, doing specific quotes, and there's a lot of random quotes in here that I, you know, dug up from TV show people, like characters and stuff that I probably never would have discovered, but I did some digging for some quotes that I had never done before, so we'll get there. I really like how this one came out. Super cute. I always thought that I should do something with this, and I haven't yet, but I could do a few things with it. I could talk about it later. Think about it later. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Langston Hughes. Little bird. Intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings. Salvador Dali. That's cute. I like that. And then I was starting to do some birds from states, and I only did a few of those. I didn't do more, but here's some cactus I was drawing. And A forest bird never wants a cage. Henrik Ibsen. Oh, I had some ideas down here for colors to change it. So if I was going to finish this, dark blue, I wrote down the colors that I was imagining for a palette. Dark blue, pink, white, acid yellow, line pencil, crayon. Crayon-ish, I wrote. Here is Northern Mockingbird, Apple Blossom for Arkansas. It's a cute little bird. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. I don't know who this is. Rabindranath Tagore. Clouds come floating into my life, no longer to carry rain or usher storm, but to add color to my sunset sky. I like that composition. My heart is like a singing bird, Christina Rossetti. Doodles. And this is the first t-shirt that I ever made through print on demand to sell in my Etsy store. Dr. Watson quote, London, that cesspool into which all the loungers and idlers of the empire are irresistibly drained. Dr. Watson, a study in scarlet. I really liked the composition and little Big Ben there. The world is full of obvious things which nobody by any chance ever observes. Sherlock Holmes. What was that? Oh, could I read it? Ace. Age. Age is foolish and forgetful. Looks like I didn't like it or something. I don't usually do that, but there we go. Age is foolish and forgetful when it underestimates youth. Dumbledore. See, I probably would never do, Harry Potter quotes. And there's a Doctor Who quote in here, and there's a Victoria Mars quote in here. There's an Outlander quote in here. I stood still, vision blurring, and in that moment I heard my heart break. It was a small, clean sound like the snapping of a flower's stem. I was really looking for a lot of kind of fandom quotes. My theme was doing fictitious characters quotes from TV shows and movies that have, a fandom. So this one's Supernatural. Dean Winchester, Supernatural. We know a little about a lot of things, just enough to make us dangerous. And then this is Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The hardest thing in this world is to live in it. Be brave, live. I liked doing these quick ones because I can get very caught up in details and very caught up, when you spend too much time on something. So this was a good practice for me because it was pretty quick and I just did it. And the brush pen doesn't really let you overwork it, especially on this thin paper. So it worked out. This is from 11, Stranger Things. The gate. I opened it. I'm the monster. These are probably still on my Instagram. This one was Doctor Who. And I didn't like that one, so I started over. I wear a fez now. Fezzes are cool. 11th Doctor, Doctor Who. This is from Jughead from Riverdale. The drive-in closing is just one more nail in the coffin. That is Riverdale. And no, I didn't watch Riverdale. I didn't watch a lot of these shows. I've only seen a little bit of Doctor Who when I was a kid. I used to watch some of it. Stranger Things I did watch. What else? Outlander, I think I've seen maybe 2 episodes. Supernatural, did not watch. Buffy, yes, I did watch, but I never like was, you know, I never was a can't miss an episode kind of person. I mean, maybe back when it was first on, I was watching it every week, but Victoria Mars. And this was another t-shirt that I made, and I still really like this design, the simplicity of it. You've nearly warmed this cold, cold heart of mine. Like that. I forget who this was. I ain't got the brains to make this up, but I did this twice. It's in here again. I was playing around with brains, and then I came up with that one. But I still didn't put the name. So I was like thinking shape of brain, the two lobes, thought bubbles. So the brain is both the shape of a brain and also is a thought bubble. Ties into what it's saying. So Game of Thrones. Never forget what you are. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. Tyrion Lannister? Yeah. Game of Thrones is another one that I watched here and there, which I know you can't really watch Game of Thrones here and there, but I did. And I don't remember who Elijah Krantz is or what they're from, but I thought it was a funny quote. I know this might sound insane, but this is an insane world. That's Rick Grimes from Walking Dead, obviously. If we need to talk about feelings, they would be called talkings. Nick Miller, The New Girl. Another show I watched here and there. Okay, I guess I just watched them all here and there. This is Gandalf. Lord of the Rings. He that breaks a thing to find out what it is has left the path of wisdom. I'm into the writing on this. I like the drops. Thought it matched the seriousness. Tortured Artist. This is just something I drew, and I made a t-shirt out of that, and a mug, and a sticker. And anything else? It's in my shop. Exactly that. That's also a sticker. I believe in science. This is the original sketch. That's the original sketch too. There it is. The future is female. That's my sticker, t-shirt, etc. From it was inspired by this one. That one. I'm a complicated woman. I like this one because it's all about the hair. I love that. And then I was inspired to do this. I wanted to do something for us ladies. A little slithering, a little suffering is good for the soul. I like this composition. I feel like I'm in a tunnel, and I feel a little claustrophobic. Captain Kirk. And that works for me. You have an atomic bomb in your bag. If anybody's going to have tape, it's you. Peter Quill. Google that and let me know who that is from, because I don't remember. Katniss Everdeen. Girl talk, that thing I've always been so bad at. Doodles. Moana. The ocean chose you for a reason. So I was having a lot of fun with this pen. Quality control. Nevertheless, she persisted. She persisted several times on this page. And then these were to be continued while I worked on some greeting card ideas, obviously. Which kind of turned into a mug idea. And I think this is Tina Fey. Do your thing and don't care if they like it. I like that. I should make a sticker out of that, actually. Because we all need to know that. And then this was sketches for something on this page that I'll show you in a minute. But Tina Belcher is from a cartoon. What is this show? Is it Bob's Burgers? I don't remember. But I don't watch Bob's Burgers. I was just randomly looking up quotes from TV shows, people. Yeah, so here's the end of it, the finished one, rather. Here's a bunch of numbers. They may look random, but they're my phone number. Jessica Day. I just wanted to listen to Taylor Swift alone. No, I don't know who that is. Please tell me. This is a little dark. Every woman goes down the aisle with half the story hidden. Dowager Countess. I think this is from Downton Abbey. I think, if I am remembering correctly. But I do love to put a neutral or black and white with red roses. I always find it pretty effective whenever I tend to do that. So this was one of the early ones. I never did anything with this. I just don't know if somebody would want to wear this on a t-shirt. It's not appropriate for a card. It's just like the sentiment is not something one would wear on their sleeve, so to speak. But I do like it. The artwork. A UFO party. Fox Mulder. I don't remember the context of that either. But I like what I did with that. It was fun. And this is The Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo Baggins, I wish I was at home in my nice hole by the fire with the kettle just beginning to sing. I always really like this one. I like this one. To make me happy. Well, here we go, some more. Nevertheless, she persisted. Butterflies are always following me everywhere I go, and I don't know who said that. This was fun. Somebody asked me to illustrate this for them, and I thought it was really sweet, so I did. Don't be pernicious, please wash your dishes. And then made them a print, and they put it in the kitchen. And here's some studies for The Future is Female. The artwork design that I did that's in my shop. Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy. Can we read through this? Can we read what I crossed out? But it can buy toast, but it can buy candy. Shoes. This was, I don't know what it was. Maybe we'll find out on another page. And these were some ideas I was doing for a series of designs for mugs and t-shirts. They were like makeup related, and they were not popular. They didn't last long. I usually let things simmer, and I let them try and find an audience. I give them time, and those did not find their audience, so they're out. Nevertheless, she persisted again. Don't be pushed by your problems, be led by your dreams. Done in the narrative. Words and narration, led with the arrows, pushed, we get some movement. Problems looks like a problem. And dreams looks a little cloudy. And that was back when I did stuff for people on Instagram. like specifically like a message for people on Instagram. Thank you. Maybe I also posted it on other social media, but anyway. And my birthday was just a few days ago, so how coincidental. Be the author of your own story. You got this. What are we doing? Follow Friday upside down. Remember Follow Friday? Yep, that's how old this sketchbook is. Babe. Okay, this is a teaser for something probably about to come, because I did do a quote. What did I do? Wait, what was that? Never. I feel that there is nothing more. This is a Van Gogh quote that I did end up doing. I don't think it's in this book, though. I think it's in another book. Never judge a book by the cover. Its cover. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. I like that. Too glam to give a damn. Oh, look, it's my hand holding a phone. And I'm in the doctor's office. I'm actually in the dentist office. And I was doing a follow my day. And that's where I did this. And now I'm just randomly drawing some cold brew and positive vibes. And I'm sure I'm thinking stickers. Actually, or I'm just thinking iced coffee, the cold brew crew. I don't know what that is. It's, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, except I really wanted some coffee. What good are wings without the courage to fly? Somebody said that, and I didn't put their name here. I don't know why I didn't do that. Better an oops than a what if. And these I use some metallic pen too. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, I do like this paper. I know it's not ideal for artwork, but I don't care because I like how it feels. And it actually doesn't seep through, even though you can see it through. You can see through it a little bit. It's very thin. It's also like really smooth. So it's nice to draw on. It's just, it feels really nice. Kindness is confidence. I'm so happy that I'm finally sharing some of these sketchbooks with you guys because I have so many. Iced vanilla latte love. I just started drawing beverages. That's where the cold brew crew started. I think I was like, I'm gonna draw some. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. So, because now I have a whole bunch. I have some frozen lemonade, a delicious headache. I have, which designer did this? Did these hearts? Anyway, I drew some in a sketchbook because I thought they were cute. But that's as far as they ever went, obviously, because, you know, there was just goofing off on those. Vanilla latte. Lavender lemonade. Yum. Lavender lemonade. Okay. Sketches. Goof offs. And then this is ballpoint pen, which, if you haven't drawn with ballpoint pen, I drew with it my entire childhood. Ballpoint pen, oftentimes on newsprint, and it feels really good. You should try it. There's a whole tactile thing with drawing that I'm sure you know about if you draw, and ballpoint pen on newsprint is a really fun one. This paper is not newsprint, but it is also fun to draw on with a ballpoint pen. And this is almost 10 years old. And it's like there's depth, and I like how the colors change a little bit. It's really cool. It's really cool. Nice. All right. What else is in here? We're done. Oh my God. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through this book. And if you like these types of videos, please let me know in the comments, because I'll make more. I have a ton of sketchbooks, and I'll probably be a lot more talkative next time because I did a lot of talking last night and my throat is not at its best today. So that's probably responsible for why. But I do hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video.